Blessed days and pleasant nights. Welcome a beautiful Wednesday afternoon as the chilly weather breezes off, welcoming an amazing humid to hot weather in place. Now seated on this beautiful oval balcony, the noises of raving cars beneath, in a combination in my background, jazz music, helps calm my nerves from a prior seething impatience. I've always been very intentional in distracting my mind from any unnerving consternation, the same that would threaten to take over my mind. And as I sit and wait here for, it has been an hour, take aside the 15 minutes prior, spent in traffic. They might have been caught up in traffic or something came up, but with no text or call for a rain check, I have to be patient hence and wait for my friend to come along. So with no pen in hand and hence no paper to distract my awareness, I am once again drawn to my heaving skies. Note that this occurrence happens after approximately 1 year and 3 months from my first encounter with that gargling raven on the hotel rooftop in Meru County. So to honestly enjoy and relate to the flow and tread of this piece on how to become a raven part 2, I would honestly request that you catch the sketches through my sky in part 1 of the same series if you haven't done so already in the link in the dialog box below. And please do not forget to subscribe and to click the notification bell for more. So today, I have no sunrise to catch, but in its place is a squinting yellow glow, as that beautiful daylight star picks a downward spiral on the western horizon. I always get fascinated by such breathtaking moments, as at such, the raging world is set to my back, and every breath next is drawn and spent in an unending momentous joy. Well, I am caught up in this sky, and in a moment of distraction I wonder, do you ever look to the same and seeing two ravens, as I am right now, softly and gaily dancing under the clouds, wonder what they are thinking? Tell me, have you? Or are you so caught up in every other thing to still a single moment of all that pressure and breathe in the beauty that hangs above? So speaking of these ravens in my sky, I guess one would say they think of nothing. I mean, they're just birds, and birds don't think, now do they? Boom! Very wrong. They have a brain, and thing is, everything that has a brain thinks, albeit to whatever degree it is. While you are still poised at this thought, a third raven joins in, and forget not that above them hangs a thick, dark layer of cloud, ready to let go in a torrent at any moment. But are they scared of this? Not at all. Now, did you know that a group of ravens is called an unkindness or a conspiracy of ravens? Well, now you know. And with this name hangs several different explanations for the origin of the same, most of them being based on old folklore and superstitions. Speaking of names, ever really thought much about the meaning of your name and the effect it has upon your current life? Yet still, it matters not what men and women have and will call you, but who the Almighty God calls you, and He lovingly says you are and calls you His own. As is inscribed in Isaiah 43 and verse 1, and I quote, "Do not fear, I have redeemed you, I have summoned you, you are mine." So this conspiracy of ravens in my sky grows even more as others join in, and soon a dark circle of them forms up above. It all looks like a crowded bus station up in the air at rush hour. Seconds later, however, this group dispatches as all the once playful ravens fly to different directions, most interestingly in pairs. Quite an amazing display in my opinion. I mean, for creatures initially thought to have no thought process, don't you think the display they show is thought-provoking? Yet if that provokes not your mind, something to note is that these creatures are hatched not only to ply the skies above, but also to seek food from the ground beneath, and as such have grown to understand the intricacies of not only the skies, but also the ground below. And with a lifespan of only 10 to 15 years, help me understand one thing, my dear trader. Now, how do these dark haloed birds learn to understand and even mimic human speech and behavior? Still, I feel that we have misconceived these for quite some time and done the same to some of the most amazing people among us, deeming ourselves better than they are, and in so doing, we have lost our humanity and the whole essence of community. Now, unlike the ravens who move around in pairs and live in huge dreaded communities, have we separated both socially, morally, and even spiritually from one another and from the Almighty God Himself? This in process has culminated in the shadowing of our thread of life, whose sole purpose should be to love God, and hence to love one another. Were we to learn from the shunned ravens, then only would we discover that these work in pairs or groups. They do the same to gain food and other necessities, with one distracting other animals as the other gains access to food, for example. Quite canny, yet a lesson we cannot afford to miss. Ravens, corvids, and crows, the black sheep of the skies, huh? And so unwittingly have we passed the same notion towards fellow humans, deeming them the black sheep of society and the ones not required amongst us, forgetting that at our lowest moments in life do those we deem less or even beneath us come to our very aid. Now, if time allowed, I would have delved much deeper into the intricacies and intelligence of these shunned yet ever so present birds. But my friend has arrived, and as such, until next time, would I ask permission of leave, my dear trader. And with this would I request that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell below, so as not to miss the next episode of this series. So believing that you not only enjoyed but also learn from these sketches through my sky, stay blessed and stay safe. PePa, the sketches of life.